Well, I'm Stacey Hill. This is Terri Hill. The name of our business is Residential Services, and we're from Cordova, Tennessee. Really, we were looking for a system or something we get more accountability out of the system, and she had wanted to join it the first time we came to Dallas, and we just didn't have any funds. And then in Nashville a year later, she was like, it doesn't matter what's happening, we're joining the Inner Circle. So.
When was that?
That was in Nashville last year, end of January. This year, that's true. Well, the first time we came to the Inner Circle was in January of 11, right? And that was in Dallas, I believe, that we came in Dallas. We had started listening to some of Howard's webinars and won the trip to Dallas to meet Zig Ziglar. And so that's when we came. I had just gotten out of the hospital after 12 months of, or actually 9 months of treatment for leukemia. And so we decided, we won the trip. She was like, what are we going to do? We can't afford it. And I was like, we can't afford not to go. I don't know how much longer I'm going to live, so we're going to meet Zig. Yeah, well, the week we were leaving, preparing to go down to Dallas, our truck caught on fire and burned up. The week we were actually driving to the airport, talking to the finance company and the insurance company about a new vehicle. So our only means of income and everything else just went up in smoke, so we had nothing to lose, so. Well, luckily, we were insured, so the insurance company paid for everything, but you were out of a month without a van. I mean, you had no income, no nothing.
Order a new one, get it delivered.
Yep, so it took a while. So, we didn't get a new van until probably the middle of February. So we were completely out of pocket. And me just recovering from being in the hospital for 9 months, I couldn't work a full day. Matter of fact, I couldn't work anything, really. We hired a technician, and so there was a slow time there for that year that it really took a while to get things moving. But after we went to the meeting in January, we really established a mission statement and started filtering everything through that mission statement and started tracking our progress and the things that we wanted to do. And it still takes a while. I mean, it's a puzzle, and we're slowly but surely putting it together. What it did give us is it gave us some inspiration. It led us to know that there was hope. There was things that were out there.
There's a community that could help us.
For the 12 months after that, we just basically survived, And when it was kind of interesting. We'd picked up some tidbits and tried a couple things, but we had failure to implement, and we just survived. And then when the little flyer came for Nashville, I came home and she goes, we're going. I've already got it signed up. We're going to the thing in Nashville. Then about a week later, she goes, do you think it's going to be the same thing as Dallas? I was like, I have no idea. We can go and see. I said, it'd be a good refresher course. And then when we went to the conference, the Born to Win conference in Nashville, it really inspired us, kicked us in the rear, and said, this is what you need to do. And she signed us up for the Inner Circle, and we've been going gangbusters ever since.
When we were in Nashville, we had Ellen Rohr was there, and I told her afterwards, I said, that's the most fun you could possibly have with a budget ever, especially for me. And so she helped me keep it at an easier level in what I needed to look for, even if it's something as simple as day-to-day number tracking. And so that's helped us because we picked a really high goal to accomplish, and when you break it down and track it daily, and when you actually make that daily goal, occasionally it's very inspiring and just keeps you going, okay, well, if that works, then let's go to the next piece of the puzzle and see what else we can do. We did a lot of the relationship marketing we had been doing and laying the groundwork for really paid off, and we had some, big jobs that we had never had before. And
that's the first quarter of 2012.
Right, first quarter of this year, and those all came in that time frame. So that's again, like everybody else says, it's nice to have money in your account to pay your bills on time. Probably what they'll do is buy the book and put it on the shelf, like we did, and like most people do for a while.
As Michael Gerber said yesterday, quit lying to yourself. You're not going to do it. We didn't do it. We have a lot of resources at our fingertips, and we never used them. The accountability of the Inner Circle definitely helps, because when you have to get on that phone call every week and you go, well, I didn't do it this week, and I didn't do it this week, eventually you're going to get tired of saying that, and you're going to start moving forward and implementing the things you need to implement, because you don't want to look like the only loser out there doing nothing.
look good.
I'm still here. I'm blessed. I'm very, very blessed to be here. And each day that I'm here, I'm very thankful to God that I can spend another day with my wife and kids.
I think as we've gone through this process and learning both from Howard and every speaker that he ever has is really how much of a hand God has in your life. Yep. And so we feel like being here, that helps us actually grow spiritually as well. And of course, going through the leukemia for the year, you know, you find how many people really are willing to help you. And so one of our points in growing our business and being really profitable would be so that we can give back to other people. And so we're really we have done that on a smaller scale, and we just can't wait to do it on a bigger scale.